Hello everyone. I know I have been inactive for a month as I was busy in studying for this exam, AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner, and I passed that exam. So in this video, I'm going to tell you or share you how I prepared for this exam and tips and tricks. And if you are going to take this exam, watch till end. This will be helpful to you. So here you can see I got this certification on 21st March to 2025, just 3 days back. Okay, so after this again I will continue the lead code series. Okay, and you'll like stay updated for that. So let's start. So first we'll see how, like, what is the exam pattern. Okay, let's see this. Yeah, so this is the first exam. Here you can see this AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner validates foundational high level understanding of AWS cloud services and terminology. Okay, so this is a good starting point on AWS certification journey, as this was my first certification from AWS. Okay, and like, okay, let's see. Exam duration is 90 minutes and the exam format are 65 questions, either multiple choice or multiple response, and the cost and 100 USD. And we have option either like offline, go offline, or do the like online proctored exam. So I will recommend go offline only, because it will be better. If online, if you face any issue, any kind of internet or like different issue, and again you have to reschedule, or they'll ask you to reschedule somewhere, and like uh, uh, like it's risky. So better go offline and take the exam on the centers, and you can check like nearby only your area and location. There will be many centers, you can check that. And the languages offered are English, French, and you can see all this. Okay, and mostly we'll give in English only. Okay, so I gave in English. So this is the exam overview. Now let's see, these are the topics. So before, like, till September 18, 2023, this was CLF CO1 exam, and again after that we have now CLF CO2 exam, where the percentage also modified, and also some concepts, some new topics are added, like cloud adoption framework and all. Okay, so based on that, look, like, for example, if you want to like do course for this exam or study for this exam, keep in mind that CLF CO1 is different and CLF CO2 is different, and now you are going to give this CLF CO2 exam. So accordingly, whatever the new topics are added, you have to study that as well, otherwise you will miss the things. Okay, so here you can see the percentages changed. Cloud concept 24, like from 26 to 24, 25 to 30, 33 to 34, and 16 to 12%. So these are different, like domains, cloud concept, security, compliance, cloud technology and services, billing, pricing, and support. So this exam is basically the, as I said, this is a foundational exam. So mostly it is a theoretical one, and you have to remember different things. Okay, things and like keywords and also this service, what this service do, and like list of services. You have to compare which will be better for which case and all. So this was the exam. Okay, like exam related information. Now next is how I studied for this. So I referred two courses. One was from Udemy, and one was from QA. So first let's see the Udemy. Yeah, so this course I referred, Ultimate AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner. Here you can see CLF CO2 2025. Okay, so this is the best course I will suggest. Like, everything is covered in this, and also if you read the PPTs of this course, okay, so many keywords or many things which can come in exam. So in that, like, point only it is given. Okay, so you can do this. It is like, how many hours? It is like 15 hours course is there. Yeah, 14.5 hours course is there. One practice test is there, and after each topic they have given some quiz to test your knowledge. Okay, so here you can see all the topics are given. So this is the best course I will suggest. You can take this course and study. Okay, now next is, I also refer the QA. So this is also CLF CO2 certification preparation. This is also a nice like a very detailed course and all. And at the end of this course, you can see like the mostly content is same, but in Udemy you will get a slides, okay, PPT, so you can revise. But here in this course you'll not get any kind of PPT. You have to write the courses as in this course, the animation and all it is there. So they will show you content not in terms of PPT, but in the like visualized way, that these are the services, this and all. Okay, so you can refer this and both. Okay, one you can do for the learning purpose, another for the revision, you can see. And after at the end here also there are practice tests, and that helped me a lot. Okay, because in Udemy everything is covered, but it is little bit difficult, you know, the exams, the test which are there, they are difficult. But in QA they are like the actual exam, what I experienced. Okay, so I gave the exam, so exam was little easy. So I got 914 out of 1000. Okay, my score was this. So exam was little easy than the Udemy one. Okay, but similar to this QA, I'm not saying the content is almost same, but the practice test. So you can give this practice test from here as well. Here you like 6 to 7, and then also from the Udemy for like, of course, if you are able to score like 65, 70, 75 in Udemy percentage, then you'll score very good in actual exam. Okay, so these were the two courses I referred. Now, for the mock test, next thing is the mock test. For mock test, as I said, from Udemy, from the same author, we'll get this 6 practice exams. Okay, for this AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner CLF CO2. So here you can see 390 unique high quality test questions with detailed explanation. Okay, so this is the mock test where you will get the 6 practice exam. Now, how you will like, it's not like you will give just exam and get the score and done, we'll go next. No. So you'll give an exam. Here we have practice mode and also the exam mode. So if you are not like, first two I gave in the practice mode because I was not confident, and then last four I gave in the exam mode, and I was able to score like above 70 only, like 75 to 80 and all. But as I said, this is the difficult exam than the actual one is 80. Okay, so how you will like utilize this mock test is, after each test you'll go through each question and analyze. So after each question, as here it is given, detailed explanation is there. So why these options are not considered as answer, and why this is considered as our answer. So detailed explanation is given, you have to go through all the questions, all the explanation. Again you have to what, like, as there are so many services, you may get confused. So just identify that what that services do for this, and like, if you see two services are little similar, for example, in the beginning I was getting confused between CloudFront and Global Accelerator, because as both are the global services, and both reduces the latency, but CloudFront is used for the like use the edge location and all. So that is the main difference, right? So it uses the edge location, and it stores like cached data, and because of that it is able like low latency and all. Okay, so like this you have to analyze which different services, why they are similar and why they are like, how you will differentiate between them. Also there are some concepts like billing and cost explorer, and you may get confused because mostly they are similar, but there is something different in like this, and because of that your score might go down. Okay, you may even though you know, but still you can like choose the wrong option. Because of that you need to know the clear concept, what that service exactly do, not just what we say ऊपर ऊपर से है, ऐसा ऐसा नहीं चलेगा. Okay, so you have to like this mock test you have to utilize like this. and again for each question you have to see why these are incorrect, why this is correct. And also, okay, and also at the end, okay, once you done with the course, then exam, like this practice test, mock test and all, you can, what you can do is whenever you are going, or at the end you can or even while giving this mock test as well, what you can do is while giving, like while selecting the answer only, instead of just looking for the answer, look for the incorrect option. Why this can't be the answer, because this will help you a lot. This will help you a lot because you will see this, like this option, this service to the different thing, then it is not related. If you don't know the answer, then you will automatically get the answer. If you don't know that service and you know all the different three service and the question is asked, then all the three services are doing different thing, then of course that only one thing is remaining, so you can choose that. Okay, so again, this is the mock test for like I used this Udemy course, you can say. And also this is a, like, I this helped me a lot. Okay, I feel this is CO1, for CO1. Okay, but for, at least for that topics, this is helpful. Okay, so if you go in each practice exam 1, so here you can see similar questions which comes in exam. This is what I felt. So it's better if you practice all these practice sets, and also here you can see the, like this answer and all. And it's better you go through all this, as I also went through all these things. And because of this, you will, like you will clear your what you can say, confusions between different services. Because I had literally like for cost explorer and pricing calculator, between these two only I had confusion. Anyway, these are two basic things, like what this do and what this, but still, like forecasting the cost and estimating the cost. And then in the beginning I was confused, but later how I started solving the question and understanding why it is not the correct option, why it is there. So that time I like, now I can, like I have understanding why this is used for this and this is used for this. And you have to remember the facts, not just okay, pricing calculator by name only we can say this is like, and all cost explorer, and no, you have to understand the facts for each service, what it does. Okay, and after solving this practice exams and this mock test from this AWS and also from the QA, you will remember the important keywords. Okay, so this way I like, I prepared for the exam, and I cleared my concept. I referred these courses, this mock test and all. And I will guarantee you, if you do all this, then you are ready. Okay, I took 1 month as I'm a working professional, so I have like time, like daily I can give only 2 hours. So you can also do this in a month, or if you are like, if you are able to give more time, you can do in 2 or 3 weeks as well, and schedule an exam and give it a give like, if you prepare all this, definitely you will pass the exam. And that is all what I wanted to say. And thank you so much. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like this video and subscribe my channel, stay updated. And also I will be again starting my lead code playlist, like whatever I like pause there, I will resume again, and stay updated. Thank you.